Hey, let's be honest. The food on pretty much any cruise ship that you're going to go on is probably going to be a little bit better than what you're going to cook at home, maybe. And certainly it's going to be abundant quantities. And if you're worried about adding a few extra pounds at the back end of your cruise and coming home with that, well, we've got a couple of tips for you. So we're going to talk a little bit about the food and the options available on your Oasis class Royal Caribbean ship.
So there is a ton of food available, and actually the very first thing that we did when we got on our ship, the Allure of the Seas, a few months ago, is we actually went straight to Central Park and to the Park Grill, and or actually it might have been the Park Cafe, and we had our sandwiches. They have these great little roast beef sandwiches. We had a build your own salad bar and chips and cookies and everything, but we did head straight for the food, and I think cruise ships are pretty much known for great food, having lots of food. But we wanted to talk to you a little bit about if you had a little bit of fear of, oh, I don't want to gain 5 to 10 pounds, just some things you can do that might be obvious to some, maybe not to others, and so we just want to talk about that.
So the first tip that we want to give you is that when you're in almost any of the dining venues, there's many of them that are complimentary. Look at the menu, and if you see a little Celtic Trinity symbol, understand that those indicate Vitality menu items. The Vitality Spa is across Royal Caribbean Fleet. It's kind of their health and fitness spa, and when you see this little symbol here on a menu, it notes a particular item or entree that is a healthier option.
Correct.
So if you simply just start hunting for the Celtic Trinity symbol as you go on each of the menus, you're naturally just going to start eating a bit better, and it's not going to be bad food. Actually, it's really delicious. They just prepare it very fresh and very healthy.
Yep, absolutely. The other thing is the Vitality Spa and Fitness Center is at the front of the ship, and it's state-of-the-art equipment, and then an amazing jogging track, walking track on deck 5. And the greatest thing about this track is that it's not on the pool deck. A lot of jogging tracks, I feel like, are you have to walk in between
ships.
a lot of people. Yeah, and so this is really on deck 5 on the outside. It goes the whole perimeter of the ship, and you're not unless there's other people exercising, you're in nobody's way, which is wonderful. It goes to the back of the ship, so you can actually sit in a chair and watch the ocean as the ship kind of sails away. But we really enjoy walking together, so that's something that we looked forward to doing every day. And it's nice because you can have conversation and keep walking, and you're not going in between people's pool chairs and trying to move out of people's ways. So that's...
And do you like Michael Jackson? Because you know in a Michael Jackson music video how he'd like stand on a manhole cover and all the wind would come blowing through. If you've got one of those and you want to make like a little video selfie of that, the jogging track is absolutely the place to do it.
True. It's
because
windy.
on one side of the ship, it's probably going to be windy, especially at an at-sea day when you guys are cruising out there, and that is your chance to get like a 50, 60 mile per hour, wind tunnel that's created in there. So go at it, have fun.
Which, by the way, a little side note, we're going to take another little side note here. It is beautiful to be on the jogging track when it's a sea day and you're sailing. There's a lot of places you can just quick peek at the ocean and see how the ship is moving. It's really cool.
And another side note on top of the side note, that's a side note. If you do that and actually go out there and just sit on some of the Adirondack chairs that are on the very back of the ship, that counts as a workout. Because it's on the jogging track.
Oh my gosh.
And you can say, I was at the jogging track.
That's fantastic.
Moving along.
Okay, anyway, so like we mentioned the jogging track, but then also like we said that there's state-of-the-art equipment, there's fitness, the fitness center, and there's classes that you can sign up for. We did not sign up for any classes, but I know that they had a lot offered. Also in the Vitality Spa and Fitness Center, there was like a smoothie. You could get healthy smoothies with any vegetables and fruit. Here's a really interesting note. Someone said, get your fruits and vegetables near the beginning of the cruise ship because that's when it's all going to be the freshest. So if you love fruit and vegetables, eat as many as you possibly can at the beginning because they will be the freshest then.
Oh, that's a good tip. So like other stuff might go 7 days old.
So if you really want a strawberry smoothie or strawberry banana smoothie, go the first couple of days to get it.
Makes
or if
sense.
you want to make a big salad the first couple of days and not the rest, eat it at the beginning. They say it's going to be fresher.
Well, so as we move along as well, if there are 3 meals that you're trying to eat per day, many of you may also enjoy eating 4 or 5. You've got those as options on a Royal Caribbean ship. But the very first meal of the day, they say, is most important, and that is breakfast. So with the Windjammer Cafe, people are going to be jammed into that. There are other venues that you can experience some breakfast items. One that we found had that on the Oasis of the Seas had some very healthy options was up in the solarium. As a matter of fact, on the Oasis of the Seas about a year ago, we experienced it was all like healthy versions of like a standard breakfast. So for bacon, they did not have pork bacon on the Oasis of the Seas a year ago. They had turkey bacon and like chicken sausage and that type of thing. So
They may have changed that since then. We were on the Allure this a couple months ago, and they pretty much had the same menu that the Windjammer buffet did. So we're not sure if the Oasis changed, or maybe it has. Maybe someone who's been on the Oasis can comment on that. But our experience 2 years ago was the Solarium was a completely different menu. Even at lunch, it was a lot of salads and kind of those pre-made salads that you wouldn't see that anywhere else on the ship. So that was really something interesting. And then I actually was on a cruise ship probably 15 years ago, and there were midnight buffets. At least the Oasis class ships that we've been on have not had that. Maybe other cruise lines do that. I don't know. But I do know that one of the cruise staff members that we talked to and asked about it, they just said that there was so much food and people just really didn't really want it anymore. So Royal Caribbean had made a decision to do away with at least that portion of the buffet. Because at midnight, you're either sitting at a restaurant ordering appetizers, or you're you're ordering pizza or something. There's options for food. I guess they figured not to do a midnight buffet anymore.
yeah, that Sorrento's Pizza I think was open till 3 o'clock a.m.
3 in the morning.
I never stayed up that late, to enjoy pizza at 3 o'clock, but I believe you could actually go in there and get pizza, and that's all complimentary.
And then room service. You can get room service anytime, so you are not going to starve on the cruise ship. And again, if you're worried about gaining weight, there are options. There's one more tip that somebody told us, and instead of taking the elevator, you should take the stairs wherever you go. We have a dear friend who hates the stairs. We love the stairs. But anyway, we love to tease him about that. But no, we love doing the stairs, and we would take the stairs anytime we possibly could, even if we were on deck 5, going all the way up to our cabin on deck 11. But we definitely tried to do the stairs whenever we could. So, and really, I think we count it's like 10 steps per floor, 10 to 12 steps maybe.
Yep.
So it's not a lot. So maybe it's 8 steps. It's not even that much. But anyway, so there are healthy options. You don't have to gain a ton of weight. We both plan to gain weight on the cruise ship because we love food. And
That's
6
exactly
lobster tails. When else could you get 6 lobster tails?
Who ate 6 lobster tails?
Anyway.
Well, but then that's again the 6 lobster tail thing that is free, complimentary as a part of it. So you want to get your money's worth. If you have 2 sea days, there's going to be a lobster tail night, so be prepared for that.
So have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining in.
Thanks.
Bye.